it going, guys? Welcome back. Last night on Monday Night Raw, we seen over half the matches feature one or more Smackdown Live superstars. Well, maybe not half if you don't count Becky Lynch, who was just magically removed from the Smackdown roster recently. Nonetheless, Raw continues to make me more and more impatient for weekly television from AEW. Meanwhile, in our Smackdown main event, Kofi Kingston versus Kevin Owens, we did have a pretty good match. A good match that after its conclusion saw an attack from Samoa Joe, and it's looking more and more like Samoa Joe is finally gonna get his chance at the granddaddy of them all, the WWE Championship. I'm happy for Joe and can't wait to see what his explanation is for attacking Kofi Kingston tonight or next week on Raw or SmackDown. Again, we will see, we will find out. And speaking of attacks, we seen the dead man himself return to aid again, a SmackDown superstar, of course, Roman Reigns. After he was being attacked by Shane and Drew, the dead man looked pretty sharp in performing the few moves that he did do, and I'm not sure where this goes, but it feels like the dead man wants one last match, and that one could really be it, if it's not WrestleMania, of course. But I'd like to think Goldberg, could have been his final match, but after the multiple bad botches in that match, the dead man didn't want to go out and look like that, and he wanted to give the fans a better final match to remember him by. And maybe this could be the break that Drew McIntyre needed, a push from a legend. But then again, right now it's showing a tag team match for these guys, which again doesn't seem like the way the dead man wants to go out. Maybe SummerSlam. SummerSlam could be the place we see the dead man's final one-on-one. Maybe he waits till WrestleMania again, but it's gotta be getting closer, I think. Finally, we seen the 24/7 Championship defended in a very unusual place. Yeah, in the ring. And multiple different title changes, but all the ruckus ended with none other than the 24/7 champ king himself, R-Truth. Man, I love R-Truth. Anyone besides R-Truth holding that title for an extended period of time, and I don't know what I'm gonna think. It just doesn't feel the same, I guess. Who knows? Maybe R-Truth will legit reach 50 title wins. Imagine the milestone. Or maybe it ends at 16 and we see R-Truth enter an even bigger storyline regarding our legend-worthy stars who are also 16-time champs. Oh, and great news! It should definitely be mentioned, which is we are going to see a Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans tag team match in a winner-take-all match at Extreme Rules. And if and when the champs retain, there will be no more title shots for Evans or Corbin. Lynch and Rollins, you guys have my undying support in this one, to say the very least. That was our recap, though, of Monday Night Raw from last night. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.